What's good, guys, and welcome to another episode of, move that mic over, Matchfixx, the women's non-league podcast. Today, as you can see, Sean is not here. I was going to make a joke, I'm not going to do it. She's ill, which is why her name in my phone is saved as Sean's sick note. So, no idea how this one's going to go, but we progress anyway because it's now Thursday. We need to get it out for this weekend. So it's going to be a little bit different because I'm going to do London South Eastern Regional and Greater London by myself. Don't know how it's going to go, but let's get straight into it. It is FA Cup week, so when we get to the fixtures, there's going to be a lot of postponed games. But for the league games that are on, obviously we'll talk about them. And so the results bear with me while Alright, so the fixtures and results for the 15th are as follows. Ashford United had Sport London Benfica. Sport London Benfica getting a 4-2 win. A brace from Kimberly Castro. A 94th minute goal from Katia. And a 44th minute goal by looks from Anya. Esme, and Ella, the two goal scorers for Ashford United. So Sport London Benfica getting a 4-2 win, winning both halves 2-1. First half finished 2-1, full time 4-2. Dorking Wanderers 2, Ebbsfleet United 0. A brace for Sandra Martins, getting Dorking Wanderers the 3 points. Haywards Heath Town and Dartford game was postponed. New Haven had Barking. New Haven 1, Barking 4. Sutton v Saltdean. Sutton losing 2-1 to Saltdean. Mill Lionesses against Fulham was also postponed. I'm not sure the reason why. Ashmount Lee Richmond Park was a 1-1 draw. Hackney, this is Div 1 North now. Hackney 1 at Tony Reserves 3. Let's see if there was any braces or hat-tricks in that game. Nope, 3 different goal scorers in that game. Clapton Community 3, Denham 2 in Div 1 North. Again, 3 different goal scorers, no hat-tricks, braces there. One of the games of the week, and bear with me 2 seconds while I see it where I've put the games of the week for me, Sean, for the predictions. So we can see the scores. So the first game of the week was actually Sutton v Saltdean, and we both backed a Saltdean win, but neither of us got the right score. So we both get 1 point from that game. The next game of the week was the Dulwich Hamlet Reserves v Brentford game. Both of us backed Brentford. Sean said a 4-2 win for Brentford. I said a 3-1 win for Brentford. It was 2-1 in the end, so we both get a point for that one. So the scores haven't changed too much. The gap's still the same. Leatherhead 5, Richmond and Q 1. A brace for Cassie Brown and a brace for Megan Button. Bromley 5, AFC Whiteleaf 2 is not going well for the Whiteleaf girls at the moment. Bromley with, apparently only 4 goals on full time. So I'm assuming someone got a brace, but they haven't put it on properly. Although I did see online that Beth Hull has 5 goals in 3 games. I may have got that wrong. So I think she got the brace in that game, but I'm not 100% sure. Welling United 3, Soccer Elite Football Academy 0. Welling continuing their good run of form. I did see on socials that Kim Dixon got player of the match, so well done to Kim. She got a brace in this game as well. Goals in the 50th and 58th minute. Bognor Regis Town 3, Bexhill United 1. And a hat-trick from Millie Carter for Bognor Regis Town sees Bognor getting all 3 points there. Montpellier 2, Herne Bay 1. Even though they've put 3 goals up. So apparently they won 2-1, but Charlotte Smirk got a brace and Tara Barrett got 1. I'm assuming that means that Charlotte just got 1 goal. However, who knows? And Herne Bay haven't put up their lineup, so not sure what the score is for Herne Bay. Stennington Town Community 4, Three Bridges 1. A brace for Amber Hazelwood, so well done Amber. And the last game of the week that me and Sean predicted on was Elsford v Saltdean Development. Both of us went 3. Sean said 3-1. Sean said 3-1 Elsford. I said 4-0 Elsford. Neither of us get the points as Saltdean come out convincing winners with a 5-2 win. Great result for the Saltdean Development girls. Caitlin Sullivan getting a brace in that game. And yeah, what a good result for the girls there. Because it's a slightly shorter episode, obviously without having Sean here, I will go through the league tables as they are at the moment, just to get a bit more context on how we're looking at the moment. So at the top of the Prem, Dorking Wanderers finding much better form than they had last season. Starting off the season with 4 wins and 1 loss, putting them on 12 points at the top. Only thing separating them from the team below them, Barking, is goal difference. So Barking have an identical record, winning 4, losing 1, but have conceded 2 more goals or scored 2 less goals with 12 points. However, the 2 teams below them, Fulham and Saltdean, have 2 games in hand over Dorking Wanderers and Barking, and they're only 3 points behind. So if they win those games in hand, they will obviously be 3 points ahead. Fulham playing 3, winning 3, scoring 21 goals in 3 games. Crazy stats. Averaging 7 a game, like Sean said last week. Saltdean with a same record in terms of games played in games won, winning 3, drawing none, losing none, with a more modest goal difference of 4. But that won't come into play until the end of the season, because at the moment, points win prizes. So they got the same amount of points. So at the moment, goal difference not a big factor. Towards the end of the season, obviously, that's when you start to worry about the goal difference. Dartford in 5th now, playing 2, losing 1, with 6 points. Also with 2 games in hand over Barking and Dorking, but the best that they can do if they do win those games in hand is draw a level on points with them. They do have a superior goal difference, so they would, if the teams of the games in hand did win, they would be 3rd. But currently 5th, with only playing 3 games. Sportland Benfica, new team promoted into this league, holding their own mid-table with a decent start, playing 4, winning 2, losing 2, with 6 points as well. Sutton with an identical record other than goal difference, playing 4, winning 2, losing 2, with 6 points as well. Ebbsfleet, however, 2 games in hand over Sutton and Sport London Benfica. Played 2, won 1, lost 1, and 3 points. So obviously, if they win their games in hand, then they will be on 6 points, 9 points even. Jump in both Sport London Benfica and Sutton United. Ashford United playing 3, losing all 3, so 0 points, minus 12 goal difference. New Haven, completely identical to Ashford, playing 3, losing 3, minus 12 goal difference. Millwall Lionesses in a bad place at the moment. However, I'm sure they'll be hoping with the change of management, with Ted stepping in, that they'll be able to turn this around. But currently, playing 4, losing all 4, with a minus 14 goal difference. Not been able to get any points as of yet this season. But as I said, new management involved, so he'll be looking to turn it all around. So good luck, Ted, coming up from the under-18s. Whenever I've reffed them, he's never been a problem. Heart's in the right place, head's in the right place. So hopefully he can turn it around for the Millwall girls over there. And last but not least, in the Prem, Haywards Heath Town, playing 3, losing 3, but have a minus 21 goal difference. Moving on into Div 1 North. The current table looks like this. Brentford, 100% win record, playing 4, winning 4, 12 points. Bromley, who moved over from Div 1 South to Div 1 North, played 4, won 3 and drawn 1, so they haven't lost. So they're unbeaten, but obviously Brentford have a 100% win record. But they're only 2 points behind Brentford at the moment. A point behind Bromley is Leatherhead, playing 3, losing 1. Behind Leatherhead only on goal difference is Dulwich Hamlet Reserves, playing 3 and losing 1 as well. But they have plus 3 goal difference, level on points. At Tony's Reserves, played 6, won 2, drawn 1, lost 3. They have 7 points. Denham, United and Hackney are level, identical records other than goal difference. Playing 4, losing 2 and winning 2. So they've got 6 points. Ashmount Lee, a lot of 1s in their columns. So they've played 3, they've won 1, they've drawn 1, they've lost 1, and they've got a minus 1 goal difference, 4 points. Clapton Community played 4, lost 1, won 1, lost 3, 3 points. Richmond and Q, exactly the same. Played 4, lost 1, played 4, won 1, lost 3, minus 11 goal difference, 3 points. Richmond Park, played 4, haven't won a game yet. They did draw 1, and they've lost 3, so they got 1 point. And Whiteleaf are at the bottom, the only team in this division to not yet have a point to their name. I'm sure it will come soon. Keep pushing, girls, you'll get it. Played 3, lost all 3 currently, but they do have a better goal difference than the teams above them in terms of Richmond, both the Richmond teams, Richmond Q and Richmond and Park. And they have a game in hand. So if they were to win this game in hand, they would jump both of them and be, well, I don't think there's a relegation, but, oh no, of course there is. They would be out of the relegation spots, but it's still very early days. Going into Div 1 South. Div 1 South, Saltdean United, who I believe are backed to win the league. Very strong start to the season so far. 100% win record, played 3, won 3, 9 points. Aylesford and Welling, identical records as well, who had also backed to be in and around the top. Played 2 each. They played 4, They've won 2, they've drawn 1, and they've lost 1. Aylesford just ahead on goal difference. They've got plus 8 goal difference. Welling have plus 1, both on 7 points. Montpellier have a game in hand over both Aylesford and Welling United. Playing 3, winning 2, losing 1 with 6 points. Herne Bay up next, playing 4, winning 2, losing 2, 6 points. Stennin with all the 1s in their columns. Played 3, won 1, drawn 1, lost 1, 4 points. Bognor Regis Town with a game in hand over Stennin and level on points as they've won one game and drawn one game, but they've only played two. So with a game in hand, winning that would take them up to 7 points, which would put them, with their goal difference, currently third. So a decent start for them, to be fair. Almost also unbeaten in the league. Hastings United played 4. They've won 1, drawn 1, lost 2. So they've got 4 points. Bexhill with 2 games in hand over Hastings and only being a point behind. They've played 2, won 1 and lost 1. With 2 games in hand, as I said, they could go up to 9 points with those games in hand. 1 over the teams above them. And that would put them in second, actually, if they won their games in hand. And the Aylesford and Welling lost their games. They'd put them into second. Sifa, new team in this league, recently promoted, I believe, as well. Played 4. They haven't won a game yet, but they do have a point as they've drawn 1 and lost 3. So they got their point. 3 Bridges, all the 3s here. 3 Bridges have played 3. They've lost all 3. So they do have no points currently. What we can also do, actually, while we're here, is go back to the Prem and look at the stats, player stats, and see currently who has the bragging rights and who's got the bagswoman of the league. So the top 10 goal scorers in the Prem currently look like this, going from 10 to 1. Isabella Taylor Makepeace has 3 goals in, it doesn't say how many games, or does it? No, it doesn't say how many games. So currently, Isabel Taylor Makepeace with 3 goals. Ella Tagliavini for Fulham as well, 3 goals. Madison Parsonson with 3 goals. All those girls play for Fulham. In 7th, Ebbsfleet United's Logan Marie O'Shea with 3 goals. Sutton United's Gabby Bundle Smith in 6th with 4 goals. Number 5, as Sean said, she's a good player, Amy Russ for Dartford with 5 goals. Then up next, Amara Ali for Barking with 6 goals. In 3rd, Fulham FC's Sophie Manzi with, to be fair, the top, it's a 3-way tie at the top, to be honest. So I don't know whether you'll say it's all joint firsts, but Fulham FC's Sophie Manzi Smith with 8 goals. Kimberly Castro for Sportland Benfica with 8 goals. And Laura Bunton from Barking with 8 goals as well. Go down to Div 1 North. Top goal scorers from 10 to 1. Brentford's Nikki Woods with 4 goals. To be fair, 7, 8, 9 and 10 all have 4 goals. So you've got, as I said, Brentford's Nikki Woods with 4 goals. Roseanne Fine from Ashmount Lee with 4 goals. Megan Button and Aisha Ayimbo Golden from Leatherhead with 4 goals each as well. In 6th, Jenny Nagel from Denham United and Bethany Hull from Bromley with 5 goals each. I don't know why I said Bethany Hull. I've never called her Bethany anytime I've refed her. So Beth Hull from Bromley with 5 goals there. Cassie Brown from Leatherhead on there again with 6 goals. Sophia Harris from Denham, 7 goals. And the top 2 both playing for Brentford, Chloe Logie with 8 goals and Ashley Cheatley with 11 goals. Probably starting a rivalry over there between the 2 goal scorers there, trying to get that golden boot for their team and for the league currently. Div 1 South. The goals from 10 to 1. 8, 9 and 10. Amber Hazelwood from Stenning Town. Tara Barrett from Montpellier FC. And Stephanie Adby from Herne Bay, all with 2 goals each. Maya Pritchard from Saltdean Development with 3 goals. Rebecca Keats from Elsford with 3 goals. Catherine Davison from Montpellier, 3 goals. And Amelia Bate from Hastings with 3 goals. And then we move up to third. Millie Carter from Bognor Regis Town with 4 goals. Kim Dixon from Welling with 5 goals. And currently, Cara Richardson from Elsford with 7 goals. That's basically the London South East Regional section in terms of results for last week. Right, so the fixtures for the 22nd. Maybe just made that up. Yep, well done. The fixtures for the 22nd of September, as I said previously, it is FA Cup week. Therefore, there's going to be a lot of postponed games. So I'm going to try and go through them. I may accidentally mention a game that's been postponed. So a lot of games postponed, as I said, due to the FA Cup week. But the first league game that is on, also just to say, not going to do game of the week because obviously I'm by myself and Sean's not here, so we'll leave it to when she's back. But Clapton Community, we're going to start in Div 1 North because all the Prem teams have FA Cup games. Div 1 North, Clapton Community against Ashmount Lee. Richmond Park take on Actonian Reserves. Bexhill United take on Saltdean Development. Hastings take on Bognor Regis Town. Millwall, and then we go straight into the FA Cup now. So all of these games are FA Cup games. So there's going to be teams from outside the leagues. There are some teams playing each other from inside the same leagues, but there are some from outside when the cup draw was done. So Millwall Lionesses play Ebbsfleet. Ascot United play Denham United. Croydon FC play Ashford United. I think that game, Ashford United are going to probably walk that game, to be quite honest. No disrespect to Croydon, but their season hasn't gone particularly well so far. A game that I'm going to be getting down to because I'm not going to be reffing because I've picked up a niggling injury. But a game that I'm definitely going to be watching. Dartford take on the reinstated Bromley. So Bromley were reinstated into the FA Cup, although if you remember they did lose 4-0 to Hammersmith. However, a statement was put up by Bromley that I will put up here, but I'm going to read it anyway. The club can confirm today that following an FA investigation, Bromley FC women have been reinstated into the Adobe Women's FA Cup. The investigation found that Hammersmith FC had fielded an ineligible player in their first round qualifying fixture against Bromley on Sunday the 1st of September. Following the decision, Bromley will now face Dartford at Prince's Park in the second round qualifying this coming Sunday, the 22nd of September. Further details on the fixture will be confirmed in due course. So, Hammersmith getting kicked out of the FA Cup due to fielding an ineligible player. Don't know the details, don't know who it was, don't know the logistics and stuff surrounding that, but I'm sure Hammersmith will be disappointed that they've been removed from the FA Cup. Bromley will be ecstatic that they've been put back in and be looking to take this second chance as far as they can. They did get quite far last season. I don't remember how far Dartford got in the FA Cup. I do believe that Dartford got quite far themselves. But yeah, that's going to be a good game, so I'm looking to get down to that. But other FA Cup games, Hackney versus Wootton Blue Cross, never heard of them before. Herne Bay take on Sutton United. Horsham take on Haywards Heath Town. That could be a good game. I reffed Horsham pre-season, a decent outfit. New Haven take on Farnham Town. Richmond and Kew take on Sevenoaks Town. That would be a good game as well. Sevenoaks Town, obviously from the South East Counties division below Richmond and Kew. I think they would play each other last season, but I'm not 100% sure. Sevenoaks Town take on Abbey Rangers. Selsey take on Leatherhead. Tunbridge Wells Foresters take on Sport London e Benfica. Um, in the next section with Jody, you'll hear about my game I refed for Tunbridge Wells as they took on Cray in the South East Counties. Um, I think this will be a tight game if Tunbridge Wells turn up how I know that they can. Haven't seen Sport London Benfica play, but Tunbridge Wells are very good. So if they do turn up, they can get a result there. Barking take on Southend United Community, and Brentford take on Tilehurst Panthers. The last two games, Dorking Wanderers take on Pagham United at Meadowbank, and Epsom and Ewell take on Fulham FC. As I said, no games of the week this week. These are the fixtures. Very short section today because I've still got no Sean to talk about stuff with. I haven't heard anything from around the leagues. I think Haywards Heath Town have got a new manager, looking to pick up some results. Millwall got their new manager looking to turn stuff around where they are. Bromley back in the FA Cup, so use the second chance to the best of your ability. Got a carpet of a pitch to play on at Prince's Park, and I will be attending that game. I'll get down there as well and see how it all goes. But until next week, guys, thank you. And because I know a lot of you don't watch other leagues that aren't yours. Maybe some of you do, some of you don't. But enjoy the games, enjoy the FA Cup, get through to the next round, get that money, and hopefully see you in the next round. All right, welcoming Jody now to the South East Counties section of the podcast. Jody, how are you?
I'm good, you?
Not too bad, thank you. We'll get into the results. Uh, so I feel like I'm gonna say it every week. There's no point in me asking you what you got up to on Sunday because we'll find out fairly shortly, won't we?
We will.
But anyway, straight into it. And I'll go into a bit of detail about one of the games because one of the games I refereed on this week, which was not, no, it wasn't. It was not one of our games of the week, but we'll go through those as well for the predictions anyway. But jumping straight into it, I'm looking up because I've done away with trying to balance my iPad on my table, so I'm now sitting on the floor. But yeah, Tonbridge, Tonbridge Angels, because I always say Tunbridge Angels, Tonbridge Angels 3, Woodcombe Sports 2. Let's see if I don't think there
Yeah.
would be.
I feel like we're eating a little bit of humble pie with Woodcombe, to be honest.
They're putting out quite a,
Yeah.
yeah, less said about that. Well, not the less said about that, the better from our point of view, yes. But Woodcombe, as we said before, it looks like they've done it with a bare 11 as well. But it's like,
Mm.
we don't want to be right. When we're saying the teams are going to get relegated, we're not saying,
Yeah.
oh, we hope this team is
No.
relegated. This
Yeah.
is what we think may happen. Hopefully, all the teams that across the whole podcast that we say, oh, this team might be bottom or get relegated, go out and prove us wrong, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Definitely.
In an ideal world, no one finishes bottom, but someone's got to win, someone's got to lose, as it were. Uh, into the next result, Parkwood Rangers 5, Kings Hill nil. A brace for Corey Goodhue.
It's a good bounce back.
Good, good bounce back. But they'd have been looking for a response
Yeah.
before anyway.
They did
Um,
what happened to them to another team, so
yeah,
fair enough.
even out their goal difference a little bit. Seven Oaks Town 2, Margate 1, which was one of our games of the season, game of the week. So I said that Seven Oaks were going to win 4-3.
Good.
So therefore I get the points, which now makes the score 8-6. So I'm bringing it back. I'm
Clawing
bringing
it
it back.
back. You're clawing
Yeah,
it back. I
little
was
by
so
little.
close to saying a 7-0 win as well. But it is what it is.
Now the
Look what you've done
game,
to me, Margate.
now the game, even though I was involved in it myself, which I actually do believe, from a neutral point of view, this game should have been game of the week.
Hmm.
Tunbridge Wells Foresters 3, Cray Wanderers 7. Now, that result, I'll be so honest with you, that result it, it's not how it looks.
Yeah.
Um, it looks like a comfortable result for Cray,
Hmm.
but they weren't comfortable for the whole game. I mean, Katie Jackson, or KJ as they call her, with 4 goals.
Yeah.
Um, but it was honestly, Tunbridge went up 1-0 in about less than a minute. I think it was about 30 something seconds, to be honest. Um, they went 1-0 up. And then by the 17th minute, it was 4-1 to Cray.
Wow.
Then the second half started, and Tunbridge Wells scored in the 50th and the 56th minute to make it 4-3.
Yeah.
So at first, I think the keeper could have done better with the first goal for that she conceded for Cray. And I thought in under a minute, I thought, oh, this is going to be a long game for Cray. I thought it's going to be a long day. Then it was 4-1 in the 17th minute, and I was like, oh, it's going to be a long day for Tunbridge. Then the second half started, and then they scored 2 goals in 15, 56 minutes to make it 4-3. And I thought, I can't call it now. I think Tunbridge could come back. Like they still had other chances as well. That they could mount a comeback here, and Tunbridge could steal it. And then Cray went and scored 3 more goals after that. And I was just like, so at no point was either team fully comfortable in that game.
Hmm.
But it was genuinely such a good game to even as a referee, just to be watching.
Would you say it was balanced, or would you say that Cray did dominate and they did deserve the win?
It Cray deserved the win because they took their chances. So the mistakes,
Was
and
it quite
also
end
to
to
be
end?
fair,
Was it quite end to end then to have that many chances each?
it wasn't. Towards the end, it was because at 4-3, Tunbridge were trying to chase the equaliser.
Mm.
So Cray just sat back, soaked up the pressure, played the ball out, and got them on a counter attack. And again, fitness comes into a lot because Cray had a lot of quick players that they could bring on. Um, the Tunbridge centre backs as well. To be fair, it was at both ends. To be completely honest, I think both teams started to get tired in defence towards the end. Um, but there was just, I think the player that made the difference was honestly Katie Jackson, because even though she still missed a few chances, like after she got her second goal, it felt like from a neutral point of view, she wasn't going to get a hat trick because she was in, hit the post, in, hit the crossbar, in, had it saved directly at the goalkeeper. And then there's one that keeper pulled off. I think Kelly from Tunbridge.
Yeah.
The ball fell to her inside the area. She placed it in the bottom corner. I do not know how the keeper saved it, and I think that was to stop them going 4-4. But yeah, that game probably one of the best games that I've refereed since I've been refereeing.
Really?
Yeah, just because you couldn't call the game. But
How was it in terms of atmosphere? Was it spicy? Was it tense?
um, it started off okay. I think until probably around the 70th minute, started to have a bit of a back and forth, and I think the two captains were talking to each other, and they were both look. I think they were in agreement that some players were just a bit too feisty. Whether it was their player or the opposition, they were just talking. But yeah, yeah, honestly, what a game it was. It was fun, and just so happens that this week I was supposed to be refereeing London Road, but I'm now refereeing Bromleyans versus Tunbridge Wells Foresters seconds.
Nice.
So yeah, and probably would have answered this one. No, I wouldn't have answered it in the first section because I haven't recorded with Sean. I'm in my referee stuff because I had a game today and I've just got back. So me and Jodie are trying to get this one out as quick as possible. Not as quick as possible, but quite late, so we're trying to get what we can so we can, well, so I can eat dinner and then go to bed. Um, moving on then to another game which you can take the floor here, but was London Road nil, Maidstone nil? Was it a nil-nil game? Did any team deserve to win, or was it a ball draw, as it says on the tin?
Pretty much what it says on the tin, kind of complete opposite of Tunbridge Wells and Cray. Uh, what can I say? 0-0 is a good summary, I think. Say like a disciplined, both teams were disciplined, both teams were units. Bit boring, not gonna lie. But yeah,
Fair result though.
it's not my I really don't like 0-0 games, so
I think that is probably the in at this. I say at this level, I can talk about it even when I'm playing on Sunday League and stuff. Nil-nils are like unheard of.
yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, I mean obviously both teams are happy with a clean sheet, but I don't know.
you
I
want the 3 points, don't you? Really?
yeah. Obviously I'm restricted in what I can say as well, but
No, I get it though, because it's
Maidstone camp is very happy. Everyone's happy. 0-0
go
clean
on to
sheet.
next week.
Point next
Didn't
week.
lose, but didn't win, didn't concede. So
Yeah, exactly. So
there's still benefits, positives to take from it, I should say.
yeah, exactly. Just like a bit more I think we need some confidence with some goals now.
Yeah, well, as I said, as long working from back to front, if you don't concede, you don't lose games,
Exactly.
but you also need to score to win games.
Can't lose them though. Exactly.
Yeah,
Was a bit spicy as well. London Road picked up a couple yellow cards. It was quite physical. It was a very physical game actually. But yeah,
I'm
not
supposed
much.
to be. See, now you said that, I'm like, I wish I was on that game.
Nah, nah, you don't. You don't
No, not
wish.
your game, as in the well. I
Oh,
wish
London Road.
my London Road game that I've got
Yeah, they're quite physical. Um,
next week, but I don't remember who they were supposed to be playing.
Tunbridge Angels, so
Oh yeah, it was
that is quite a good game actually.
human. Well, anyway, moving on then. Leatherhead Youth. Oh, we had a little derby over here. Leatherhead Youth and Croydon FC. Croydon still not looking like they can pick up 3 points. As looks like both teams had quite small squads as well, actually. By looks of things. But Leatherhead 4, Croydon FC 2. Beat Beach Home Bells getting a 3-1 win over Old Tiffinians. Now, something that I could be completely wrong, right? But I'm sure that the managers of Beach Home Bells also run a team in my Sunday league called Gold Coaching.
Okay.
So I think the managers and coaches there also play for a team in my league. That I know that means nothing to anyone, but yeah. Uh, Farnham Town 5, Epsom Ewell 1, 3-0 at half
It's
time.
so close to predicting that.
What did we go for?
I predicted 3-0, which is what it was at half time, and you predicted 4-1. Gutted.
That hurt. So that makes the scores what then?
Um,
It was 8-6,
yeah,
wasn't it? I bought one back, so now it's 9-7.
yeah.
Can you keep a log on that? Because I'm probably going to forget as we go down. Sutton United Reserves 2, Dorking Wanderers Development 2, Faversham Strike Force 6, Deal Town 2, a brace from Deba Artingstall, and I have no details about the Deal Town score because they haven't put their team on there.
Hmm.
Right. this is where it gets worse for me, as I've just seen. Another game of the week: Sheffield United versus Holland and Blair. Sheffield United 1, Holland and Blair 5. Got a hat trick from Lauren Farley, and then two, and then a goal each for Sophie Milner and Jordan Barrett. Lost that one, so you get your extra point. You get your 3 point cushion back on the predictions. Biddenden 4, Bay Point 2, and by the looks of things, Gemma Rathmel scored all four goals, and Holly Jane Richards scored 2 goals. So literally a game of about two players.
Fair.
So well done to the girls. They're getting four and getting a brace. Um, well, I say Biddenden. You owe Gemma at least a drink if she's old enough to drink, because she definitely got you the 3 points there. Park Regis 3, Bets Hanger Welfare 2, um, Castle Colts 1, Dance and Sports 3. So I'm just checking the games of the week to check if that was in one of them as well. Um, Now this game was not in game of the week, but we were both quite surprised by the result, wasn't we?
Yeah.
Uh, Petswood won and 1-0 up at half time. Glebe 2. Now, I did say that I think Glebe were going to be up there. I'm sure I did, but I did also back Petswood
Yeah.
for the title because they are a very
They were really
good,
strong.
yeah, they're a strong, organized team.
Mm.
But the score's only half the story, isn't it? We don't know what's happened. We don't know. Could have been two mistakes, but
Yeah, it
and they've
sounds
dominated
like
the whole game.
as well. I mean, Petswood were winning at half time, 1-0. So Glebe have made a massive comeback.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, interesting. Because now Petswood have dropped points.
Yes.
Our game of the week was not uploaded. Is it, was it called off?
Which one?
Was it Tunbridge Wells versus Long Lane?
Um, don't think we've got there yet.
Forrester's second team versus Long Lane was supposed to be our game of the week this week.
Oh yeah, it's not even on there.
I don't think it went ahead. I wish that they would make it a bit clearer with these kind of things.
Yeah, it would be a lot
And then
easier. Was it a county cup game or was it a league game?
a league game. Tonbridge have got on their Instagram match day.
Oh, oh no, Tunbridge was thirds. Sorry, go on.
Tunbridge Wells have got on their Instagram saying match day as if it went ahead.
Interesting.
I'm sure Tunbridge Wells won actually, from what I remember from their stories.
Don't know. Uh, a weird one. We'll have to have a look and see.
But I don't
We'll have
know
a look
why
and see at some point.
it's not been uploaded. But I'm sure Tunbridge Wells Foresters won.
Weird. All right, we'll have a look. See if we can find it afterwards. If I've got to edit it, I'll edit it. Where were we? Baines Dimes and Caution Athletic. That was cancelled because obviously Caution Athletic are in the Prem. Hersham 11, and it does not get better for the Egham Town girls. Not this week anyway.
No.
Egham Town nil, and not to rub salt in the wounds, but we did say that's 39 goals conceded in 2 weeks. It does look like they had a bare 11 though. Um, but you can only play who's in front of you. So well done to Chantel, Grace, and Jackie, who all got a hat trick.
Wow.
Yes, three players, three hat tricks. No goals for Egham Town. Moving on to another big scoreline,
Mm.
Manacroft, who I think we are definitely eating humble pie in this one.
What was weird about this game is it was 0-0 at half time, apparently.
I don't. I feel like that's not
I
correct.
feel like that's not correct.
I gotta
Like
be honest.
the league needs to sort this out. The league needs to sort their uploading. I cannot be doing this thing if they're not even sorting out their website properly. Forrester's game hasn't been uploaded.
It's to be fair, the scores and the halftime stuff isn't the league. That will be the teams that do that one.
The managers.
Yeah, so whoever puts on the stuff onto full time, that's their responsibility. And it does ask for the scores at halftime. So they probably put 0-0 in. But Millie Duffton with a hat trick and Tamara Almada with a brace as they take a 10-0 win. Now back down to earth with normal score lines. Ash United 2. So well done to those girls over there. And the management team looks like they've won both half 1-0 and Guildford City nil. Let's see if there's any goal scorers in that game. Was it a brace or was it two goal scorers? Grace Kircher with a brace in that game there. So well done, Grace. Cranley 2, South Park 4.
Okay.
Genevieve Churton with a brace for Cranley and four different goal scorers for South Park. Was that one of our games of the week?
No, so that's actually really annoying because it was our game of the week last week, and I backed South Park to win, and they lost against the same team and in the same fixture, but then playing away, they've won. South Park, what is going on? You're ruining my predictions.
Oh, looks like there was a bit of complacency that snuck in, and they thought, "Oh, we beat him once, we beat him again." And these lot said, actually,
I don't know what's going on there. It's hard to work out. I mean, it's
well,
this 1-1 for both teams, isn't it? So
gonna have to play each other again at some point and get that sorted out."
I don't know.
Um,
Do they play that? Sometimes they do play 3 times, depending on the amount of teams in the league.
oh no, you got another one here, another game of the week. Gets worse. Guildford Saints, who I backed to win 3-2, losing 8-1 to Milford and Whitley, who we also did back to be bottom of this league. It was 5-1 at half time. Uh, Ellie Christmas, what a name, with a brace, and Rebecca Singleton with 5 goals, hat trick and a brace, if that's even a thing.
Oh, brilliant.
5 goals. So well done. And well done, Sally, even though you weren't even a substitute, you were others. Don't even know what that means or how they've done that. Cray Wanderers reserves giving a walkover to Old Peppies in the County Cup. Looks like they didn't fill the
I don't think Cray Wanderers reserves have a team.
team. Oh, fair enough. Oh, well, that's that then. Herne Bay Development getting a 5-1 win over the Plough Whitstable. What have we got in there? Let's see. There is no match details in there. Sittingbourne 16, Woodcombe Sports nil.
Hmm.
Again, there's no information in there, although there might be some information in. Where's it gone?
Oh yeah, the one has information and one doesn't. The blue
Yeah, so
ones have the information
right, so
again because league website things.
yeah, right, let's try this again. I'm just double checking to make sure we're not going to skip any or miss any results out. To be honest, doesn't look like we are. Right, so well, and this one changes it. So in the Kent FA plate, looks like your development team didn't have a good day of it either.
Another league website issue actually, because when I checked on how they were doing, it said the game had finished and Maidstone won 2-1. And I was like, brilliant. Looked back
Mm,
at the website, it said they lost 6-2. I was like,
yeah, London Blair 6, Maidstone at development 2.
can't work it out.
And for some strange reason, every time that I try to press on the little button to find out who scored and who did what, it kicks me out. Let's try this again. There we go. Right, so goal, a brace from Holly Newman and a hat trick for Summer Rose. Maidstone United haven't put up anything yet. 2-2 at half time.
Mm.
The Plough Whitstable, like I said. Home Bay Development 5, the Plough Whitstable 1. Summer Loxley. It's a good day for Summers, isn't it? Summer Loxley with a brace. Loxley, sorry, with a brace. Um, Ramsgate given a home walk, no, away walk over to Tunbridge Wells Foresters. Is that the right? Have I
Mm.
done that the right way around?
Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, apparently it wasn't a home walkover because apparently Ramsgate scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 goals.
Eh?
What's going on there?
Where have they scored 7 goals?
That's what it says in their lineup. They've got goals
Oh
next to
yeah.
their players. So unless someone's doing a bit of, I don't know, weird one. Right. So by looks of things, Courtney Spain, well done. You scored a hat trick, and Madeline Pennington scored a brace. No idea how many goals Tunbridge scored, but it looks like Tunbridge Wells Foresters thirds could be out of the Kent Plate,
Who
which
knows?
is
I'm
weird
very
but interesting because who knows? It says that the game was given us a walkover. See, that's what I'm looking at. Um, but I've forgotten which way the walkovers work. If this means that Barmen have gone through or Anchorans have gone through. Either way, not sure what's happening there. Bay Point seconds had Faversham Town. Faversham Town won 4-1. Betts Hangover for
away walkover would be and Corin's walkover. They get the walkover, so they win. They go forward. Is that
so that means that Ramsgate scored 7 goals, but Tunbridge Wells got a walkover.
no, no, no. Ramsgate have got a walkover because they're the home team.
But then Barman says away and then home team.
Yeah, so the away team and Corin's have got the walkover, so they progress. Is that not how it works?
I don't think so.
No. I thought
Well,
it was. I thought like the walkover is like you progress.
that's what I thought. But then
So a
Tunbridge
walkover.
Wells, but then
Sorry.
Tunbridge Wells got a walkover over Ramsgate, but
No,
Ramsgate scored
Ramsgate
seven
got the
goals.
walkover because Ramsgate are the home team.
Yeah, but that's not how it works. It doesn't. Because, like I said, the next one down says Barman away, but Barman are the home team. So your logic doesn't work there.
Yeah, so Ancoran's got the walkover
So why didn't Tunbridge Wells get a walkover?
because it was a home walkover, so Ramsgate get it because Ramsgate were home.
No, I don't think that's how it works.
Right, can viewers please prove me right? Thank you.
I'll find out and I'll put it up here somewhere, and I'll say if Jodie's right or I'm right because I think the walkover goes on the side of the team that's gone out. I'm saying that the W is on the side of the team that has the walkover.
No, 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 no. It's always wrote like that. It's always wrote HWAW, but
Written,
home
actually.
it is. It is
Yeah,
always
written, not wrote.
okay, fine. It
I'm
is
taking
always
moral high ground. I'm being right on
written like
something.
that. But like home walkover favours the home team and away walkover favours the away team,
Mm.
from what I remember.
Well, anyway. Let's Hangover Fed Development 1. Lidtown 3. Lara, I'm not going to try and say last name because I don't want to get it completely wrong. Lara with a brace. Canterbury Eagles. Oh, let me press this button to see. Oh, crap, he was right. Yeah. All right. Canterbury Eagles got a home walkover, as I've just learned, which means that Barmin away walkover. No, that means Anchorians have gone through.
Because they're the away team. It's an away
Yeah.
walkover.
So Anchorians have gone through because that's an away walkover. Walk over. Now let's look at the Ramsgate and Tunbridge Wells one then to see.
There'll be a Ramsgate walkover. There's a home walkover.
Yeah, but it says full time home walkover. So they played
Yeah, I don't know like what's going on there. Like
whatever. I don't know what's going on there, but we'll move on anyway.
maybe it got
Canterbury
called off
Eagles.
partway through and they've gone with
Uh,
the score at that
yeah,
time.
maybe.
I don't know. You're
Maybe
meant to
they.
know these things.
I've never had that before. Maybe the team rage quitted and just walked off.
Maybe. I
Uh,
don't know.
Guru. No, no, yeah. So Canterbury Eagles gone through. Guru Nanak nil. New Ash Green 7. New Ash Green have not put up any of their lineups yet, so I can't congratulate any players that may have scored braces or hat tricks in that game. Hawkinge Town 3, Folkestone and Victor 3, but Hawkinge Town progressing 4-3 on penalties. Again, no information there. Idaho 6, Footscray Lionesses, your old team, 4.
Hmm.
A hat trick from Lauren Ella and a brace for Jessica King. And Harriet Sullivan scoring all 4 goals for Footscray Lionesses. And I can tell you from experience, scoring 4 goals in a game and still losing is heartbreaking.
Do you know what? Actually, I just worked out that because I was at the Footscray girls game in the morning, and our striker scored all four goals as well. So both teams had a, a striker of all 4 goals, except the girls won their game 4-3.
I just dropped that bit in there.
But yeah, interesting result actually.
Yeah. Up next, Larkfield 12, Lenham Wanderers nil.
Hmm.
Brace from Shannon Collins and a hat trick for Taylor Mannerings and Amy Lancey. So well done to the girls there. And my new favourite team on this podcast, Borough Green, getting a 4-0 win over Mersham Sports. Come on, Borough Green. And another team where Megan Milton has scored all 4 goals, so
Hmm.
even better. Well done, Megan. Well done, Borough Green. I feel like I'm just, yeah. Oh, and you would have ate 2B Staplehurst Monarch this week. Did you get it? Did you see like what I did there? I'm gonna say every week. Every week there's an 8-2. I'm gonna say you'd 8-2B. It started on the other podcast. I'm bringing it to this one. Uh, Ruby Bus with a brace, Molly Lightfoot. I'm not going to make a joke, just going to not do any dad jokes. With a hat trick and Kaylee Whedon with a brace. And I believe that that is the last. Oh no. Woodcombe Sports nil, Sittingbourne 16. And we're talking about amount of goals scored. Uh, Jade Pennell
Hmm.
scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that 10 goals?
Yeah. Yeah. That's mad, isn't it?
Fair enough. Scored in the first, the sixth, the ninth, the 44th, the 50th, the 53rd, the 62nd, the 67th, the 81st, and the 82nd. That's insane.
She thinks she got subbed off after the 82nd.
Bro, they still went and scored 3 more goals after that. So clearly they
Yeah.
started showing it around after that point.
I
But it
don't
was definitely the Jade Pennell show in that game.
that's I don't know if I've actually heard of anything like that. Like anyone
Might
scoring.
be the first one. I might have to, yeah, personal congratulations. We've seen 4 goals, we've seen five, we've seen three hat tricks,
Yeah.
braces, 10 goals in a game. Well done. Um,
You know what the funny thing is? She didn't even get player of the match.
you're lying.
No.
Who?
The substitute that scored in a 90th minute got player of the match. I'm sure they have their
That
reasons,
has
but just out
no.
of
That has to
context.
be it. That has to be a typo. You can't score 10 goals and not get player of the match. I'd be flipping tables.
I guess if she's doing it week in, week out, and they've got a sub maybe
No, 10 goals in any player that scores 10 goals in a game. The only way you're not
out of context is very funny to not get
out
player.
of context is ridiculous. But unless that substitute, well, no, because she was a substitute, she didn't even start. I was gonna say unless the substitute assisted all 10 goals. Anyway, also congratulations, Grace Apps with a brace, even though it doesn't look like much in comparison. Still up there, still got a brace, and that is actually the last result of the week. Game, yeah, result of the week. Our game of the week predictions now look like this above my head. Um, Jodie, if you could give me a accurate reading of what the scores look like now.
We are looking at an 11-7.
I think you're lying, but we'll go with it.
You think I'm
Yeah, that's bad.
not?
Right,
It's
on
so
to then the fixtures for what is the date going to be this week? The 22nd.
good. Yeah. Couple of FA Cup games this week.
Yes. So we'll just talk about the league games.
Hmm.
Um, and as usual, you pick your games of the week um, at the end, and then I'll type them in because you butchered the last one.
Yeah, fair enough. They
London
were
Road, the game,
readable.
huh?
They were readable. They just weren't pretty.
Barely. Anyway, uh, let's turn this sideways actually, so it's bigger on my screen. Lord have mercy. London Road, the game that I was supposed to be on, playing against Tonbridge Angels. Woodcombe Sports play Maidstone. That might have to be game of the week for me, I'll be
I
honest with
shut
you.
up. No, 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 no.
I'll have a look through the table, but at the moment,
You don't think Tonbridge Angels versus London Roads?
I'll look at the league in a second. Parkwood Rangers versus Margate, and then the Surrey Prem, Old Tiffinians versus Sutton United Reserves, Shorten Athletic versus Dorking Wanderers Development, Leatherhead versus Beach Home Bells, Kent Division 1 East sees Bay Point take on Sheppey United, Biddenden take on Park Regis, Deal Town take on Holland and Blair, Margate Youth Development take on Faversham Strike Force, Kent Division 1 West, my actual game that I'm going to be riffing, Bromleyans versus Tunbridge Wells Forest is second, Glebe versus Danston Sports, Gravesham versus Petswood, Long Lane versus Castle Colts. Then we go into the Surrey Division 1 North, Egham Town versus Hersham. Every week, I'm going to just hope that Egham Town get, I don't even know, like the 3 points. They need something. They'll get it. What I think has to be game of the week in this one, Manor United versus Mosey Athletic for me. Manor winning 10-0 last week, just gone, and Mosey Athletic winning 28-0 the week before. I don't think they played this weekend, just gone. Wharton and Hersham playing Barnes Dames. They are not playing Barnes Dames because that game's been postponed. I'm assuming that one of those two teams would be in the FA Cup then, or maybe not. I don't know. Guildford City versus Ash United in Surrey Div 1 South. Milford and Whitley versus Oxford and District. South Park versus Guildford Saints. Kent Division 2 East, Bay Point Seconds versus Betshanger Welfare Development. Lidtown versus Folkestone and Victor. Mersham Sports Club versus Hawkinge Town. The Linge versus Ramsgate. Staplehurst Monarchs versus Sittingbourne. Oh, sorry. That last game is Kent Division 2 Mid East. Staplehurst versus Sittingbourne. And my phone's decided to go very slow. And then Kent Division 2 Mid East sees Woodcombe Sports Development take on Lennon Wanderers. Maidstone United Development take on the Plough Whitstable. Oh, they've got the Gallagher Stadium this week because you guys are away, I'm assuming.
Yep. It alternates.
Herne Bay Development got Faversham Town. Barmen take on New Ash Green. And Gurananak take on Borough Green. That game is postponed. Holland and Blair take on Ancorians in Division 2 Midwest. Crayford Arrows take on Ide Hill. Junior Reds Roses take on Old Peppies, which I ref that game last season or the season before, maybe. Orpington take on Footscray Lionesses. And then we go into the FA Cup games, where Grey Wanderers take on Comets WFC. Croydon take on Ashford United. Ooh, I'll be honest, that's going to be a bad game
Why?
because Ashford United are Div 1 London South Eastern Regional, and Croydon are quite. I think they're in a lower division in South East counties, aren't they? So,
Um,
but it could be a cup set. Who knows?
I think
Richmond and Q. Hmm?
Croydon must be Surrey Prem because you can't be an FA Cup any lower than that.
True. So two divisions swing, but Croydon have also lost both the games at the beginning of the season. Richmond and Q from the London South East Regional Div 1 North, I believe, take on Sevenoaks Town. I think that could be a good game. Tunbridge Wells Foresters take on Sport London E Benfica, which again is that could be a good game. But and I'll be completely honest, if Tunbridge Wells played how they did on Sunday in parts, they're going to get blown out the water against Sport London Benfica.
Oh.
Oh, and that's it.
So,
So,
are we choosing league games only?
yeah, let's go to the league games only. What's your first game of the week? Oh, I said I was going to check the table, didn't I? So Premier Division, Maidstone. Who are you playing again?
Wickham.
What other games are going on in that league then? Because at the
So we've
moment,
got London Road versus Tunbridge Angels or Parkwood versus Margate.
I'm still going with your game, to be honest.
I don't feel like we should do that.
But you still want to lose points because you have to back Maidstone.
Well, no, I think I have to abstain. I can't give a prediction. I can't give a prediction of my own team.
Yeah, just back your team, innit?
Yeah, but by how much?
What do you mean by how much?
Like by how many goals?
That's down to you.
Oh no, I don't think I could do a prediction for my own team.
I think that's the best game in that league.
Do you
But
really? I feel like you're lying.
what other game's better? You two are closest in terms of positioning. There's only 4 spots between you. The other one's ninth versus third. No,
No, ninth
who's Margate playing?
versus fifth.
Mm. They also don't have any points and they played twice and lost twice.
and third versus seventh. So they've literally all got four spaces between them. This is a four space
To be fair, third
automatic.
versus seventh, you might have got yourself out of it there.
That's what I said was the game of the week
Yeah,
earlier.
go on then. You can have that one.
Thank you.
You got yourself out of it.
Thank you.
But I love how you're probably going to give me a prediction to make about a game I'm referencing there. Tunbridge Angels. All right, what's the next game?
Um, so we're going on to Surrey Premier Division.
Yeah.
You don't want to do the predictions now?
No, go for it because I'm going to do top goal scorers and whatnot. And then,
Um,
actually, no, not going to do it on this section because it will take ages to get through top goal scorers for 20 teams.
yeah.
So, what is your prediction?
My prediction for the Tunbridge Angels game.
Yep.
Um, 3-0 Tunbridge Angels.
3-0 Tunbridge Angels. 3-0 Tunbridge Angels?
Mm,
Hmm. Um, and they're playing London Road.
mm.
London Road haven't lost yet. They only got one goal difference. I'm gonna say 2-1 London Road.
Thought you
Yeah.
might.
Next game.
Cool. I think there's three games to choose from. Um,
What's the three games to choose from in this league again?
yeah. So not including the FA Cup.
No, what are they?
So we've got Old Tiffinians versus Sutton United Reserves. Carshalton Athletic versus Dorking Wanderers Development. And Leatherhead Youth versus Beach Home Bells.
I would have said third versus fourth.
So
Oh,
Dorking
sure.
versus Carshalton.
Yeah. Who's at home?
Carshalton.
Go first, or do you want me to go first?
You go first.
I am going to say oh, what have I done? Dorking Wanderers 3-0. Yeah, Dorking Wanderers 3-0.
Okay. I think third versus fourth does seem about right. It does seem they're quite close. So I'm gonna go with a 2-2 draw.
Sitting firmly on that fence.
Yeah. It do sound like they're performing quite closely. They're playing quite mid-table teams, so yeah, it's hard to tell really.
Hmm. Right, into where are we at now? Into Kent Division 1. What teams are playing each other? We'll have a look at where they are in the league and see which games are which.
So we got Bay Point versus Sheppey United, Biddenden versus Park Regis, Dilltown versus Hollands and Blair, and Margate Youth Development versus Faversham Strike Force.
Who are Holland and Bear playing? Deal.
Yeah,
First versus fourth. Holland and Blair played 2-1, both of them. That might be it for me.
okie dokie, I'm happy with that.
Who's at home?
Deal.
Right, what's your prediction?
It's hard because both teams have proven that they've got goal scorers and they can score goals, which makes me feel like it could be a high scoring game, but they could nullify each other as well. I'll probably just edge it to Hollands and Blair, probably with a 3-1 win to Hollands and Blair.
I'm going slightly wider, only because Deal Town did just lose 6-2 to Faversham Strike Force.
Hmm.
I'm going to go for a 5 1 because Holland and Blair always seem to concede one goal. Where you going?
Um, 3-1 Hollands and Blair.
All right. Div 1 West.
So we've got.
If you choose the game, I think you're going to choose us.
I'm
But
not. I'm
let me
actually
talk.
not. I'm actually not. We've got from Leons versus Tunbridge Wells Forest's second team.
Mm-hmm.
Glebe versus Danson Sports.
Oh,
Gravesham versus Pets
no,
Wood.
no, no. Stop the count. That's it.
I think to be
Someone's
fair,
someone's always someone's always got to go. Dance and Sports played 2-1-2. Glee played 2-1-2. The only thing separating them is one goal swing and goal difference.
I think all of the games in this league this week are quite big games. We've also got Long Lane versus Castle Colts.
Yeah.
Um,
Long they didn't play the game yet. I think that could be a long day. But personally, it has to be first v second. So early in the season as well.
well, I think Long Lane did play on Sunday. I think it's just not been uploaded. I'm
Oh.
sure, unless I dreamt it, I'm sure I saw that Tunbridge Wells won.
Tommy draws first to seconds. It said half time 1-1. Then the game was postponed.
Ah,
So who knows why it was postponed? Did it actually? We had quite a bad downpour on Sunday, didn't we? And quite a few games were postponed.
yeah, not where I was. It was lovely and sunny where I was.
Oh
I'm
yeah, same.
I'm sure I saw that Tunbridge Wells posted that they won, but I don't know. I
I
don't know what's going on there.
don't know. I'm saying first v second.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
Was that Dancing Sport home team?
Glebe is the home team.
Oh, that changes things. I think. Oh, I don't actually know this one. I think it's going to be close. I'm going to go 2-1 to Glebe. Yeah, 2-1 Glebe.
I'm gonna go with a 1-0 to Glebe. I think it's gonna be a low scoring game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think exactly the same thing. Uh, let's get into Div 2 or no, sorry, Div 1 North. Oh yeah, we already said this one, didn't we?
oh yeah, of course.
Who's the home team? Manacroft.
Manorcroft are the home team. Surely this can't be a huge scoring game like they have been. Surely.
I don't because the fact that they both played Egham,
Have they?
they have not. Ignore me.
Is it my turn
did
to
I?
go first or
Yeah,
yours?
your turn.
I'm gonna go with Manorcroft. with I'm gonna go Mancroft with a 2-0 win.
No, I
Yeah.
think it's going to be a high scoring game.
Do you?
I'm going to go 5-3 Mosey.
Oh, there.
Sorry, Div 1 South. The Guildford teams are not having a good time of it in this league, are they?
No. I'm still getting to grips with Div 1 South. I feel like this is probably one of my weaker ones of
Who's
working
playing
out.
this week?
We've got South Park versus Guildford Saints, Milford and Whitley versus Oxted and District, and Guildford City versus Ash United.
So we've got either top v bottom, second v third, or fifth v sixth.
Uh,
I've influenced the last couple, so this one's all on you.
oh, let's do 56.
I was South Park in it last week.
Okay, let's do.
No, I'm asking.
Sorry,
I'm asking.
asking what?
Where's South Park in games of the week last week?
I don't think so. Oh yeah, they were. Okay, let's do second. Is it second versus third then? Second
Oxted,
versus
Milford,
third.
Whitley.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go straight into this one. I think I'm gonna throw an 8-2 out there.
An 8-2.
I'm gonna try and get 5 points. I'm gonna go for it.
Okay.
What you say? Wait, who's at home again?
Milford and Whitley. Who's your 8-2 going towards?
Oxted.
Okay. I'm gonna go Milford and Whitley to win 2-1.
Oh, close one.
Yeah. I just feel with these teams that are scoring high in other games might just nullify each other and counteract each other when they play each other. That's my
Is it
thinking.
2-1 Milford and Whitley, yeah?
1 Milford and Whitley, yeah.
All right, Kent, Div 2 East, please.
We have got Bay Point Seconds versus Betshannon Welfare and Development, Lidtown versus Folkestone Invicta, Mersham Sports Club versus Hawkinge Town, and Salinge versus Ramsgate. Again, I still don't
Mm,
feel like I've got my bearings with this league very much.
yeah. To be honest, I think it'd have to be either the second one you said or the last one you said because Folkestone and Victor and Solange, they both played one game, they both won it. And Hawkinge versus who did you say?
Mersham.
Mersham, again, both played one and lost one. So it's up to you.
Let's do Lidtown versus Folkestone.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, they're quite a big gap between them, though.
Did that, what, 3 points?
Yeah, I suppose. They've only played one game, so it's difficult. That's probably why I don't know what's going on very well. They've only played one game.
All right. What's your prediction for it?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with a 1-1 draw.
Oh, a 1-1 draw. There's not want to see any goals. I'm gonna go for a nice juicy 3-2 to Folkestone.
That's probably a good prediction, to be fair. I think it'll be close between the two, but it's hard to tell because we haven't got a lot of information to
Got
go on.
nothing to go on currently.
Yeah.
Right, Kent Div 2 Mid East. What we got?
Staplehurst Monarchs versus Sittingbourne. Woodcombe Development versus Lennon Wanderers. Maidstone Development versus The Plough. And Herne Bay Development versus Faversham Town.
I'm gonna go for a bottom of the table clash.
Lennon versus Woodcombe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking as well.
a Lennon home team.
No, Woodcombe are the home team.
Okay, versus Lennon. Oh, what's your prediction?
Um, Difficult one again. Not going off a huge amount of information. I'll probably say I think quite close. I'll put Woodcombe to just edge it 2-1.
I think this one will be a 2-2 draw.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a close game.
Yeah, and it'll be a great game, but we'll have a bit about them.
Yeah,
Right, where are we at now? Last
Midwest.
two, Mid West. Who's playing?
We've got Barmin versus New Ash Green, Guru Nanak versus Borough Green, and Hollands and Blair Reserves versus Ancorians. Again, these teams have only played one game. Um, Trying to look to see. We've got first versus fourth.
My Borough Green girls.
Uh, we've got sixth versus eighth.
Mm. Which one do you think?
Let's do sixth versus eighth. Holland and Blair versus Ancorians.
Oh,
Difficult. I think they're all quite could be contenders for the games of the week this week.
there are quite a few good games in there.
Yeah.
So who's home team? Ancorans.
Holland and Blair are home.
They're at Holland and Blake. What's your prediction for this one?
I'm gonna go 2-0 Hollands and Blair.
2-0.
Yeah, to Hollands and Blair.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna back Ancorans. I'm gonna back them with a. I'm gonna go for 2-0 the other way.
Cool.
2-0 the other way. Last but not least, Kent Division
Okay.
2 West.
I think I know what game of the week is for this league. I've got a good feel.
Got them.
Crayford Arrows versus Ide Hill. Junior Reds versus Old Peppies and Orpington versus Footscray. I
What's
think
your game?
Crayford Arrows versus Ide Hill will probably be the most competitive game out of those.
Go for the home team.
Crayford Arrows.
Going in for the last time today.
Oh, I think it's going to be really close. I'm going to go. I'm going to go 3-2 Crayford Arrows.
Go for the Arrows. I'm going 5-3 Ideal. All right, that is that done, locked in. Jody, let you go to sleep now.
Yeah. We always
Thank
do
you.
this, right?
Yeah, because the time has just have not been working this week. It's been crazy busy. But thank you again for your time. Have a good one this weekend.
Do.
Hopefully you get the result.
Thank you. Best of luck to you as well. Hope it's a good
Thank you.
game.
And all you girls that are playing this weekend, good luck in your games as well, especially the girls that are battling in the FA Cup. Go get your money, get
Mm.
through to that next round.
Good money as well.
Yeah.
It's good money. Even like if you lose, it's good money.
We're not interested in losing. We're only interested in winning. So girls, go get your money, go win your games, get through to the next round. If you're in the leagues, go get your 3 points. Unless I've predicted against you, in which case I'd be grateful if you could just help me get back into this because I'm being slaughtered at the moment. But anyway, next up, Greater London Women's Football League. But Jodie, thank you for your time. See you later.
Very much. Take care, guys.
See you later. Right, so we are back on the Greater London Women's League. Again, as you know, by myself. Billy no mates over here. Sean is sick. So I'll do the same as London South East Regional at the beginning. We'll go through the fixtures that we had last week, so the results of those games last week, the fixtures for next week. Between the two, I'll also go through the league tables as they stand at the moment. And yeah, let's get straight into it. Tooting Beck getting a 7-0 win over Brentford B with Sarah Orton, Janae Saunders, Charlotte Stiff all getting a brace. Good day out for Tooting Beck, and what a result. Camden and Islington United took on Islington Borough in another derby, like me and Sean were saying before. Islington getting a 5-0 win over Camden with Andrea Nipper and Abby Webster with a brace each. Comets took on Camden Town. Camden Town got a 2-0 win. 2-1 win, sorry. South London Firsts took on Hammersmith. Hammersmith getting a 3-2 win there with a brace from Madeline Hills. However, it'll be interesting to know if Hammersmith will have any repercussions in the league, because as covered again on the previous section, Hammersmith have been removed from the FA Cup due to fielding an ineligible player. So maybe if that player is ineligible in the FA Cup, they may be ineligible in the league. So they may have some of their results taken away and the points that the ineligible player played in removed as well. But we don't know at the moment. Headstone Manor 2, Luton Town Reserves 3. No braces for anyone in that game. Enfield Town Development 4, Regent's Park 2. A brace for Natasha Cohen. And a brace also for Madeline Jarin. 8. Hello. What? Why do people do that? Call someone and then hang up. I've lost where I was now. Right. Sorry about that. East Finchley 2, Tower Hamlets 2. No braces for anyone in those games. Islington Borough Reserves and East London had their game postponed. London Academicals 7, AFC Leighton 0. Let's see what we say in that game. Keeley Nazareth with a hat-trick. And I think that's been put on there wrong. But Brogan Brooks with 2 yellows and a red card, which is potentially why. I don't know when the sending off was, but playing against London Academicals with 11 players looks difficult enough as it is. So doing it with 10, a substitute being sent off. Although, as it's been put on, it looks like she's got a yellow, then a red, and then another red card, which I hope isn't the case because 2 red cards is not good. And yes, you can get 2 red cards. United Dragons 2, Hackney Reserves 2. Hackney haven't put their lineups on full time, so I can't tell you who the goal scorers were from there. Actonians with thirds, 0. Kenningwell United 4. No braces there, 4 different goal scorers for Kenningwell, very prolific. AFC Croydon Athletic 1, South London Laces Spartans 0. So Sean did say that she thinks that this team are going to be there in and around their team coming into the season. That result just showing it there because Croydon Athletic normally put in teams to the sword, getting big scorelines, but only managing the 1-0 there. Regent's Park 1, CB Hounslow and Abbots 0. Another game where a player's got 2 yellow cards and a sending off. Sporting Duet 7, Clapham United 0. 6-0 at half time. A brace from Eve McBrien and Jolene Reid. What a result that is for the girls over there. South London Reserves 4, Holmesdale Keats 1. 4 different goal scorers for South London Reserves. Friendford Women First 0, Clapton Community Reserves 9. What a result. 2 players with hat-tricks. Lauren McCook and Tammy Hymas, both with hat-tricks there, so well done girls. East Finchley second 11 was postponed. They were supposed to play Tower Hamlets Reserves. London Galaxy 6, London Football School 2. 3-0 at half time. A hat-trick from Danielle Koenig. London Football School haven't put up who scored their goals, so I can't see there. Alexandra Park 4, Hendon 1. A brace for Nikki Kumi. Edgware and Kingsbury 1, Rose 5. A brace for Cherry Saxon. Balham 5, South London Laces Atlantics 1. A brace for Poppy Rolfe. So well done over there. Camden Town under 23 0. Hammersmith Football Reserves 3. So a good week for the Hammersmith teams. Both teams getting their win there. A brace for Sarah Abreu. Again, if I get your names wrong, I'm sorry. Either comment or send me a DM on Instagram voice noting how to say the player's name so I don't mess it up again. Civil Service 1, Grenfell Athletic 2. A brace from Stephanie Annie and a yellow card. But a brace from Stephanie Annie getting the girls all 3 points. And last but not least, Tooting Beck Reserves 3, CB Habit. Done it again. Hounslow and Abbott's Reserves 0. 3 different goal scorers. And Tooting Beck Reserves getting all 3 points. So let's see what the tables look like and the top goal scorers from those divisions. So in the Prem, currently, Hammersmith are top, playing 2, winning 2, goal difference of 12 with 6 points. As I said, we'll have to see. Actually, we probably could see here, actually, from the games that they've played before, who played in that game. So, oh, no, we can't because they haven't named their squad. So Headstone Manor, they played and won 11-0. Madeline Hills with a hat-trick and Victoria Nothing with a hat-trick. Isabel Douglas and Tia Pryor with a brace each. So let's see if any of these players pop up on each game that they've played. Who else did they play? They've played South London first. Let's have a look at that game. Madeline Hills scored a brace in that game as well. Tia Pryor also played in that game too. So, if the player is Madeline Hills and she played in the FA Cup game, I'm only saying her because she's been smacking in the goals. And normally an ineligible player means they shouldn't have been playing. Ineligible player does mean she shouldn't have been playing. But Madeline Hills, I'm drawn to the player that's been doing the best in that team as the player that weren't supposed to be playing. I could be wrong. She could just be smashing the league if she is, fair play to her. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't affect their league campaign, as I've seen it happen before, where if they're ineligible for the FA Cup game, then they may not have been. Bearing in mind the FA Cup game was first. Actually, it might be okay, because the FA Cup game was one of the first games of the season, so she might just not have been registered in time for that game, but she was registered in time for the others. So, but we'll wait and see. Islington Borough also playing 2. Well, to be fair, the top 3 teams, Hammersmith, Islington and Camden, have all played 2 games. They've all won both of those games. They're all on 6 points. Hammersmith just with a superior goal difference. Tooting Beck played 2, won 1, drawn 1, 4 points. South London Firsts have played 2 as well, but they've won 1 and lost 1. Luton Town Reserves played 2, won 1, lost 1. They both got 3 points. Comets have played 2, but they haven't won yet. They've drawn a game and they've lost again. They have 1 point. And Leyton Orient haven't actually played a game yet, so they're 8th currently. But Brentford B, Camden and Islington and Headstone Manor have all played 2 and lost both those games, so they have no points currently. Div 1 North. Oh wait, no. Actually, I'm not going to do top goal scorers because I'll be here for ages. So Div 1 North, even though it's still telling me the Prem. You're going to tell me the right league. I want the Prem. London Academicals, the only team with 100. Oh no, spoke too soon. One of 2 teams with 100% win record, but only 2 games played. Played 2, 1, 2, 6 points. Tower Hamlets and Hackney Reserves are both still unbeaten, but they've won 1 and drawn a game, so they both got 4 points. East London played 1, won 1, 3 points with a game in hand over both the two teams above. So if they win that game in hand, they would be second on goal difference and joint top on points. Enfield Town Development playing 2, winning 1, losing 1. AFC Leighton, exactly the same as Enfield Town Development, playing 2, winning 1, losing 1. East Finchley playing 2, and United Dragons playing 2. They haven't won a game yet. They've drawn 1 and they've lost 1. And then the two teams below them, Islington Borough Reserves playing 1 and losing 1, and Regent's Park playing 2 and losing 2. However, if Islington Borough Reserves win their next game, they will jump out the relegation zone because they've got a game in hand over the two teams above them. Div 1 South looks like this. Sporting Duet top, along with Kenilworth and AFC Croydon Athletic. All teams 100% win rate so far. In the 2 games they've played, they won both of them, so they're all on 6 points. South London Laces Spartans were unbeaten before the weekend, losing 1-0 as we said to Croydon. So they are now 4th, playing 2, winning 1 and losing 1. The two teams, 4th, 5th and 6th all have identical records. They've all played 2, they've all lost 1, they've all won 1, they've all got 3 points. Only goal difference separating South London Laces Spartans from South London Reserves and Regent's Park Rangers, sorry. South London and Regent's Park both have identical stats at the moment. Both have even the same goal difference. Holmesdale Keats have played 2. And Actonian Thirds have both played 2 games, drawing 1 and losing 1, so they're on 1 point. And then the two teams below them, CB Habits, God's sake, CB Hounslow and Abbots and Clapham United both playing 2 and losing 2. Into Div 2 North, Clapton Community Reserves, London Galaxy and Alexandra Park all playing 2 and winning both of those games. However, Clapton Community Reserves have a plus 17 goal difference, which is absolutely insane after 2 games. Winning 8-0 and 9-0. So they are flying at the moment. London Galaxy got plus 8 goal difference and Alexandra Park with plus 4 goal difference. Rose playing 2, winning 1, losing 1, 3 points. And London Football School, exactly the same, playing 2, winning 1, losing 1. And the same as Hendon. East Finchley seconds have played 1 and they've lost 1, but they have a game in hand over 2 teams above, so they could go level on points. They don't have any points at the moment. And that's the same as Edgware Kingsbury, Tower Hamlets and Friendford Women's First, losing all the games they've played in this season. However, Tower Hamlets have only played that 1 game, losing that 1 game. So they do have a game in hand. Last but not least, Division 2 Central and South, Balham and Grenfell are currently top, playing 2, winning 2 with 6 points. Below them, Wandsworth Borough in 3rd, playing 1, winning that 1 game, so they do have a game in hand and can draw level on points. Hammersmith Football Reserves played 2, Hammersmith Football Reserves, Tooting-Bec Reserves and Camden Town under 23s have all played 2 games. They've won 1 and lost 1, so they've all got 3 points. And then the 3 teams at the bottom, Civil Service, CB Hounslow and Abbots, South London Laces Atlantics have played 2. Civil Service have played 1 and lost that 1 game, so they can draw level. And Hounslow and Abbots Reserves, South London Laces have played 2 and lost 2. That's what it looks like at the moment. I'm now going to turn on the lights and go over to the fixtures for next week. Right, take two. Because even when I'm by myself, still can't press record. So the audio was messed up for the last one. Into the fixtures for the 22nd of September. In the Prem, there's only 2 Prem games this week because again it is FA Cup week for the Premier Division. So the 2 Prem games in the league are Headstone Manor and Islington Borough. Luton Town Reserves take on Brentford B. Div 1 North, East London take on Enfield Town. Development, Hackney Reserves take on AFC Leighton. Islington Borough take on East Finchley. Regent's Park take on United Dragons, and Tower Hamlets take on London Academicals. In Div 1 South, Hounslow and Abbots take on AFC Croydon Athletic, which I think will be a good game. Clapham United take on Holmesdale Keats. Kenningwell take on South London Reserves. Regent's Park Rangers take on Actonians Thirds. South London Laces take on Sporting Duets. Now in Division 2 North, Clapton Community Reserves take on East Finchley Second 11 at Hackney Marshes. Hendon take on Edgware and Kingsbury. London Football School take on Rose. Tower Hamlets Reserves take on London Galaxy. And Friendford Women First take on Alexandra Park. Now moving on to Division 2 Central and South. Wandsworth Borough take on CB Hounslow and Abbots. Grenfell Athletic take on Balham. Tooting-Bec Reserves take on Civil Service, which I think would be a good game as well. South London Laces Atlantics take on Camden Town under 23s. And then we go into the FA Cup. Again, some of these fixtures will be from teams outside of this league. I think my shopping might be outside. But some of them will be playing against teams within the league. Although I think for the most part, it's all teams outside of the league. Elsford from the London South East Regional will have Tooting-Bec. Camden Town will have South London Laces. South London First. Cray Valley, who I didn't actually think had a team anymore, interesting, take on Comets. Dartford Royals take on Hammersmith. No, they don't. I'm not sure. Haddenham take on Camden and Islington United. And Leyton Orient take on Oakland Wolves. I think this is a different FA Cup for this league. I'll have to double check because I have no idea. But they are the fixtures for Greater London. If I am wrong and it is a different FA Cup, I'm going to go do some research now. I will put it at the end of this section. Anyway, as I said, a shorter episode today. Hopefully, sick note Sean will be back next week as we talk about the FA Cup games. But have a good week, guys. Enjoy the football. Whatever cup this is, get through to the next round, beat them teams from outside your leagues, and get more goals, get some more results. Until next week, guys. See you later.